So hey guys, welcome back. So once you have created the AWS free tier account, then you can come to this AWS console. You can see this is the console.aws.amazon.com. This is the console window is there, and under this window if you click on the services, under the services you can see the EC2 services there. So you need to click on the EC2, and we need to create a one EC2 compute machine. So as of now you can see on my screen there is no instances running, so we need to create an instance. So for that I'll go to the instance, and from here I'll click on the instance, and there I'm going to launch instance. Okay, so I'll click on the launch instances, and after that it will ask me to fill the details. So first is the name of the instance. So we are creating this instance for the SonarQube server, so I'm going to take this SonarQube server, and so just scroll down here. You need to select the operating system. So here we are going to use the Amazon Linux, Amazon Machine Image AMI. This is free tier eligibility. Okay, and Amazon Linux 2023 AMI machine is there. So this is the free tier eligible, and you can also create the Amazon Linux 2 AMI kernel machine. This is also for eligible for the free tier. We will use the first one, Amazon Linux AMI machine. So I'm going to select this one, and if you scroll down you can see this is the architecture 64-bit, and this is the model. This is the verified provider. So initially username will be the EC2 user. So many people are asking how to get the username. So you can see this is showing the username. This is the default username. Now if you scroll down you can see the instance type is there. So we need to select the t2.micro. This is for the free tier eligibility. So we can select this one, and if you click on this one, there are the nano and small, medium. There are the different type of the instance type, but this is the t2.micro is the eligible for the free tier application. So there are the family T2, one CPU is there, 1 GB memory you will get. Now here the key pair section is there. So under there we need to create a key. So I'm going to create a key for this. As of now there is no key, so we need to generate a new key. So I'm going to click on the create a new key pair. So I'm going to click on the create a new key pair. So when I click on this one, it is asking the key name. So I am going to enter Sonar AWS key for the SonarQube server, and you can select the key pair type is the RSA. Now here the private key file format is the .pem, and after that create a key pair. So after that you will see the key is downloaded on your system. So you need to keep this key in one place. So I will create a folder named AWS keys, and inside that keys I'm going to keep this key. Save. Okay, we will use in the future for this key. Now scroll down. Now here the key pair name is automatically selected here. Now the network setting. Now let's create a security group. By default it is allow the SSH traffic to anywhere. Our SonarQube server is up and running on the 9000 port number. So I'm going to edit the network setting. Now here if I scroll down you can see the new, this is the existing inbound security group rule is there. You can see this is the inbound security rule is there, where my SSH, and this is the TCP protocol. SSH is running on the port number this one. Now if you scroll down you can see you need to add a security group here. So I'm just click on this one, and this is the custom TCP. So the port range is a 9000. Okay, this is 9000 where my custom TCP is there. Source type is the custom, and the source type you can select this format 0.0.0.0/0, and description is optional, so you can leave it as a blank. So we have the two security group. You can see these are the two security group is there. One is for the SSH and one is the customized security group for Sonar. So I'm going to use the same name here in the description also, so it will be easy to identify it in the future. So you can modify and you can add the new security group under the inbound rules. Now just scroll down, and the configure storage will be the default 8 GB. Okay, and then alright, so we have done all the information. So you can see there are the number of instances are the 1. If you want to increase the same number of the instances, so you can provide the 2. Okay, and this is the virtual server type, instance type, firewall, no. So I'm going to launch the instance. So when I click on in the launch of the instance, it is creating the security group rules first, and then it will start launching the application. So now successfully initiated the launch of the instance. So when you click on this hyperlink, you can access the EC2 machine is there. So here we can access, and if you want, go back to the EC2, and here if we click on the instance running, so still you can see this is in the pending. So let's wait for some time, then it will start. So here you can see the public IP address, everything is there, and the security group name is this one, and Sonar AWS key is there, and this is the Linux or Unix machine. And when I click and I select this machine, so now you can see this machine is running. So this is in the running mode. So when I select this machine, and this is the public IP address which we are going to access. So by which address we can access the SonarQube server, and this is the private IP address. So I'm going to copy this public address. If you don't know what is the MobaXterm, so you can go to the Google and you can type the MobaXterm download for the Windows, and then you will see the MobaXterm X server with SSH, Telnet, RDP and VNC. So when you click on this one, you can download the home editions, and this is the installer edition. So we have this installer edition, so you just download and install this MobaXterm installer on your Windows machine, and after that you can launch these applications on your local system. Now how can you access the AWS Linux machine which we have created earlier? So for that I'll go to the session. Under the sessions I will select the SSH section, and now here in the basic SSH we need to provide the remote host name is there. So I'll go to this Linux machine where my Linux server is running. So I will copy this public address and I'll come here and I will paste this IP address. So this is the host IP address is there. Now specify the username. So we need to specify the username, and the default username was the EC2-user. This was the default username when we were creating the AWS EC2 Linux machine, and the port, the SSH inbound rule is running on the 22 port number. If you go back and see here under the security, you can see that there are the two inbound rules are there. So our SSH is running on the 22. That's why we select the 22 port number here. Then you click on the advanced SSH setting. Now we need to authenticate. So this user EC2 user, so that it can log into this server. So for that I'll use the private key, because we already have downloaded the private key. So use the private key. I will click on it. This is our folder, and inside that folder we have the AWS keys, and this key we have downloaded earlier. So I'm going to select the same key and you click on open. Now just click on OK. Alright, so authentication is done. This is Amazon Linux machine we have here. Now here we can see this is a pwd. Okay, this is the current present working directory is there, and if you want to clear, you just clear. Like that you can run the Unix command. Alright, so when you type the ll-a, you can see all the directories are there. Base logout dot base profile dot ssh, everything is there under this. So now EC2 user under this IP address. So if you want to go with the root user, so you can type the sudo su minus, and after that it will take you to the root user. So this is your root username. So this is how you can connect with your Linux computing machine, and then you can perform some Unix command for this machine by the MobaXterm.